let's start. And I'm just going to create here one folder, and that folder I'll be keeping here. Like I'm just creating a directory, new directory, and I'm just naming it Python ML Pro for the Python machine learning projects. The first project which I'm going to create here, that is going to be the Iris dataset project. So I'm writing here Iris dataset project. As you know, as you already remember this, I hope you remember that we have talked about it earlier, and in the UCI machine learning repository, I have told you that there is the Iris dataset we have seen. I have shown you the dataset also. So that is the most popular dataset which is present in the machine learning repository, UCI machine learning repository. And that's why I am going to tell the project related to that. First of all, now when you are working with the Iris dataset project, the most important thing which you have to understand, that is the sklearn. Okay, sklearn. So sklearn is simply the scikit-learn. I have talked about it earlier. Firstly, you have to understand that sklearn should be installed in your system. To install the sklearn, you have to simply go to the terminal and you have to write here pip install sklearn. So it will be installed into your system with the help of this command pip install sklearn, that is Python package installer, and sklearn, that is the scikit-learn installed. Here you can see. And okay, this is done. So we have installed this. And now what I'm going to do, I am going to simply start with this. So Iris dataset project we are working with, and the Iris dataset project, with the help of sklearn, we will be able to get the data set. Here we are going to use the k-neighbors classifier. We are going to use the k-neighbors classifier. And here you can see it is giving some error. See, I am telling you this thing that there are some issues with the sklearn. When this kind of issue come, suppose it is giving issue here right now. So you can just install the scikit-learn also. Scikit-learn is the newer way to install the sklearn. Okay, you can either use the sklearn module or you can use the scikit-learn, that is the latest one. If you are using some latest version of the sklearn, that sorry, PyCharm, that time you will be actually required to install the scikit-learn. Okay, so you can just write here pip install scikit-learn. Okay, sklearn will also work in some previous versions, and you can see, otherwise you can install the scikit-learn. Both are correct because you know this thing very clearly. I have told it to you that on the like sklearn, it is a scikit-learn website. Sklearn is the other name of it, and this is a package also, the module which we are installing. So you can install either sklearn or scikit-learn. Both will be working according to your PyCharm version. In the latest PyCharm version, the sklearn won't work, scikit-learn will work. So pip install scikit-learn you can do. And it is getting installed here, you can see. Okay, so this is installed. And now I'm moving further. Now you can see this we have done, like we have just installed this, and you can see there is no error. In the scikit-learn, the Iris dataset is present in the datasets. So from the datasets, we are able to load the Iris dataset. If you want to see the description of this, you can just go to the description. DESCR is the DESCR is the command with the help of which you will be able to do that. And you can see we will be getting the complete output here of this DERCR, sorry, DESCR, that is the description. So here you can see the complete description of the Iris dataset we are able to get here. And it says 115 instances, 15 each of the three classes, 4 attributes. All those things are same. 3 different classes are there. So here you can see all this thing is present as the same you have seen in the UCI also. In the UCI machine learning repository, when I have shown this to you, the same was there. After this, I just commented it because it's not so far required. The features and labels I'm taking. So the features and label is nothing but simply the 4 predictive attributes. They are sepal length in centimeter, sepal width in centimeter, petal length in centimeter, and petal width in centimeter. They are simply the 4 predictive attributes. They are the features. And simply when we talk about the label, So label is nothing but simply the output which is coming, that is the Setosa, versicolor and Virginica. Three different classes are there. So those three classes actually are getting there, handled there. Okay. Now here simply you can see that this we have just separated into variables. Now if you want to train the model, so for training of the model, the fit function is there and we are using the k-neighbors classifier. So with the help of the k-neighbors classifier, we are able to train this model, and CLF I have taken the variable for the classifier, and we are using the fit function which is on the line number 12 right now. You can see with the help of that we are just training the model. After that, to predict the model, you just have to use the like predict function. The predict function actually predicts that, okay, what is the output. It is predefined in the sklearn. So here you can see that you can see it is coming 2. 2 means simply it is Virginica. So Virginica, if you just want to take here like some other values, suppose whatever values you are having a plant kept in front of you, according to that you will be feeding the values here. So accordingly you will be getting the output. You can see it is 0, that is Setosa. So it will work accordingly. Fine. Now you can see that this is very simple. We have done this. It was the very first project, the basic project which I have discussed with you. Not the basic, it is the most popular actually, but still it is very small. In the case of the machine learning, the projects are not very big uh, as compared to the other programming languages.